going to be doing plank to squat jumps, or as I call them, P2S. It just makes it nice and easy. So if I say P2S jumps, you'll know exactly what I mean. So when I say plank to squat, what I mean is you're going to start off in a plank on your hands underneath your shoulders, and you're going to get your feet up to here, like this, in one motion. So the way I'm landing looks like this from the front. Okay, so I'm bringing my feet up right by my hands, and then my elbows are on the inside of my knees. My hands are facing forward. When I'm ready to go back, I'm breathing into my belly and flexing, hands back down, and shoot my legs back and squeeze my legs so that I'm nice and strong the whole way through. If you don't keep your abs strong through this entire exercise, your back is going to compensate. You'll compensate in all sorts of weird ways, and you'll be bouncing up and down and wasting energy. So it's better to just do it with the actual intention of keeping the abs strong, pushing as hard as you can to get your feet up, and landing in this squat position like this. So this is a deep squat. So your butt's going to be far down like this. Your chest should be forward like so. And you should be able to put your hands back down. It looks complicated, but it's actually very simple. And it's exhausting. So another thing too to take into consideration with this movement is the way you breathe. So when I'm in the plank, I'm here and I'm breathing in, and my abs are pushing out into an imaginary belt, or going around my body and flexing. Okay? And so when I come up to the squat position like this, I'm here and I breathe out. Put my hands back down, breathe in. And now I know that no matter what I'm doing, I'm flexed. You can do it the opposite way if you'd like. Some people it makes sense differently for them. But just make sure that you're breathing and flexing your abs with your breath. You don't want to be breathing from your chest. So focus on the belly. Maybe you can just put your hands on your tummy right now and try to breathe in. Like that. Okay, breathing in, pushing against your hands, and breathing out, bringing them into the spine. That's how you should be breathing, with your diaphragm. Okay, so practice that now. Oh my goodness. Acid. Okay, so the next move after this one is the beast side step. So some of you might know this one, and those of you that do probably don't like it much, but it requires very little movement and a lot of concentration, and it's going to be difficult after the move you just did prior to that one, because you're going to have to be concentrating after you just started sweating like crazy. So what this is you're going to start on your hands and knees, curl the toes under, and raise your knees just off the ground, 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, right around there, and you're going to go right and left with 2 movements, excuse me, small movements, and you're going to go with your right side, left side. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. You're going about 1 hand width apart. It's nothing crazy. You're not trying to reach all the way over here and move like a spider monkey or something. It's really quite simple. So you just go right side, right side, knees just above the ground. Making sure that you're keeping your shoulders pushed away in front of you as much as you can. Or at the very least, you're not collapsing with your shoulders up like this. That'd be bad. So you can be nice and strong in your frame. Pull the abs up and try to breathe again with your diaphragm. Keeping the knees just above the ground is also essential. So make sure that you try to keep your knees at the same level and you move methodically. Don't worry about the speed, do it properly. Add the speed later. So you can practice that now. I'll give you 10 seconds for that. Dog hair. Okay. So the next move is going to be also very challenging. Again, another change of pace. What we're going to do is you're going to need to do this against a wall, if you can. You can also put a chair against the wall if you want to extend yourself away from the wall. This is called an L-sit, and this is an incredibly difficult maneuver or a move. I don't know what you would want to call it, but basically, you're going to need a water bottle and a wall. And what you're going to do is put your butt and your back against the wall like this, and have your legs out straight. You're going to be pushing yourself up. You're going to feel a strong sensation on the back of the legs. This is normal. The whole point of this exercise is to use your hip flexors, which are at the front of your legs, and they come from the back. That's the reason why we're putting ourselves against the wall, so that we can't compensate by rounding the body. So you're going to put your hands pretty much right by your butt, and you're going to try to get yourself as upright as you can and lift your legs. You might only come that far off the ground, like maybe an inch. That's okay. So what we'll do here is we're going to flex our abs. I'm going to push this back. And we're going to try to either go over our water bottle or just go one at a time and bring your legs up. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is supposed to be incredibly difficult. So don't feel bad if you have a hard time with this. Let's see if I can prop that up with anything. So now that shouldn't move on me. That'll be a little easier to explain this then. Okay, so here we are, trying to get as upright as I can, and 1, 2, 1, 2. You might not get very high, that's okay. If you have to take a break, you'll have to take a break. That's fine. So, here we go, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna have one side that's worse than the other. You can see with my right side, looks like I'm compensating. That's normal. What you're going to do is try to fight that as much as you can by flexing the abs and making sure that the hip flexors are taking over. That's the whole goal of this exercise. Most of the exercises within this series that we're doing are going to be related to the hips, and then the next move that we're going to do is also related to the hip flexors. So practice that really quickly. I'll give you a few seconds. You're going to feel absolutely stupid doing it, but I promise you it's going to make a huge benefit, especially if you sit a lot. These muscles here get turned off if you're in this position, in a sitting position all the time. They get turned off because they're in a constant shortened state. And then that's why when you stand up, you feel like, oh my God, I gotta stretch this out. And everything just feels tight in the front of your body. You might do a lunge and you're like, Jesus, feels like it needs to stretch. Chances are it's weak. And that's what we're here for. If you're struggling to get that foot up, it's a good indicator that it is weak. And it's weak in almost everybody. Okay, so for the next move, you're actually going to be on your feet, and we're going to do a standing march cross. It's as simple as it sounds. You're going to stand, bring one leg up, and bring your elbow past the knee. Okay, so we'll interlace the fingers behind the head, and just go like this. All we're doing. This is also going to help to loosen up the front of the body after you just did all that crazy work with the L-sits. So just stand there. This is what it looks like from the back. So all I'm doing is interlacing my fingers a little bit, and opposite. Coordination is a factor, especially for your trainer. So make sure it's left elbow beyond the right knee. Just like that. Flex the abs as you do this. Breathe out as your elbow goes past your knee. Try this now. Okay, so after this, what we're going to do is we're going to do grenades. Everybody's favorite. Everyone loves grenades. So what this is basically we're going to get into a short squat position like this, hug our knees just in this position here, and then we're going to explode out. Not up, this isn't a jumping jack. You're going to bring your feet back. You're trying to have your feet just skim along the ground, like this. If you squeeze your butt as you're coming up, and your butt is completely locked once you're here, that's going to get your hips to make sure that they're doing all the work to get your feet outwards, and that's what we want. And then you're gonna come back into the squat, hug the knees. I like to breathe out as I come up. Breathing in as I come into that narrow squat. Okay? Making sure you squeeze your butt. That's gonna make sure you do it efficiently. Use your abs as much as possible. Breathe with your abs. Okay? The next move is also gonna require your water bottle. Or any object you like. It can be heavy, it can be light, your choice, as long as you can do this. So we're gonna be into the plank position. And now we're just gonna grab the water bottle. See, it's on my right side. I'm gonna grab it with my left, move it to the left. I want to make sure that the bottle is traveling underneath the abs. That's the goal, not in front of the chest. You wanna make sure that this is demanding for the abdominals. And you're reaching far enough that your shoulder starts to dip, but you don't want your hips to be moving too much. So it should look like this in real time. Chest is forward, just like when we did the T rotations in the warm-up. You can have your feet as wide as the shoulders or wider if you need to. I like to have them wider, it feels better. So practice that now. If you have a light dumbbell, you can use that, whatever works for you. Okay, so practice that now, then we're gonna get started here momentarily. Today's rounds are going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 4 rounds. Nothing too hard, certainly not too easy, unless you're super fit. Okay, first exercise is going to be the P2S jump, so plank to squat jump, and that will be in 10 seconds. All right. So remember, you're starting off in the plank position. And let's go. Landing in the squat. Just be efficient, keep the abs strong. Good. Okay, next is going to be the beast side step. Okay, get into the beast position. Left, right, right side, right side. That's all you're doing. Keeping your knees just above the ground. Small movements. Abs, good job. Okay, next, L-sit. This tough one. Use your hands to keep yourself pushed back into the wall. Good. That's supposed to be annoyingly difficult. Then standing march cross, stand up. Let's go. If you feel really comfortable going fast, go fast. Good. All right, next is going to be grenades. Get into that low, narrow squat, hug the knees, and explode out. Squeeze the butt. Try to get the feet as wide as you can. Hips all the way forward when you get to the top. Good. Now the reach through, plank position. Pass the bottle or whatever object you have underneath the abs. That's round one. Take a short break. "30 seconds. We'll be coming back into the plank to squat or P2S jump. Whew. So uncomfortable. Not enjoying that at all. Okay, P2S jump in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Be efficient, keep the abs strong. Make sure your chest comes all the way forward. Butt is nice and squeezed when you're in the squat position. Good. Beast position, knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. Just doing a side step, right side, left side. Right side, left side, right side. Just back and forth. I'm slipping. Okay, next is the L sit. Against your wall or chair. God, those are rough. Okay, next, standing march cross. Hands behind the head. Let's go. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Good. Okay, next, grenades. Come into that narrow squat, hug the knees. 3, 2, 1. Explode out. Pushing the energy into the outer edges of the feet. Excellent. Reach through. Plank position. Let's go. Good, take a break. Whew. 33 seconds. We're getting back into it. "15 seconds. We'll be back starting in the plank position for the P2S jump. 5 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Be efficient. Good. Beast position. Knees underneath the hips. Right side, left side. Knees just above the ground. Let's go. Stay strong. Control your hips. Good. Okay, next, L-sits. These ones again. Butt up against the wall. Just focus and think on that muscle. Good. Good job. Okay. Standing march. Cross. Elbows wide. Good job. Okay, grenades. Let's get into that low, narrow squat position. Come out fast. Awesome. Reach through. Plank position. Pass it underneath the abs. A little far. Good. Take a break. Twenty seconds coming back into the P2S jump. Last round. All right. Let's get into position. 5 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. Shoot the legs back. Don't be lazy. Try to get your butt down and your chest forward as fast as possible. Good. Oh, that felt weird. Beast side step. Okay. Get into the beast position. Right side, left side. Knees just above the ground. Stay strong through the shoulders. Use the hips to move the leg. Don't lead with the ankle. Good job. Okay, next, L-sits. Good. Standing march crosses. Elbows wide. Let's go. Think about bringing the knee higher rather than your elbow lower. Come on. Let's go. Good job. Okay, grenades. Get into that narrow squat, hug the knees. Let's go. Explode out with your breath. Squeeze the butt. Good. Reach through. Plank position. Let's go. Stay strong through the legs. Don't let them move. Good. That's it. Good job, everybody.
I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Neither did I. Comments on what's up? Whew. What's up? How you all doing? Okay, we're not going to spend too much time. Laura didn't like it. She almost barfed, she says. Yeah, that was a bit rough, but it was fun. I think Tyson's dead. Where you at, little lady?
Dying.
Probably dying.
Did.
Dr. Dre said, "Nothing, you idiots." Dr. Dre's dead.